Hey, what's everyone? Let's talk real quick about Peter and let's talk about faith, right? Let's talk about Peter, let's talk about faith. Matthew 14, and I'm going to kind of summarize verses 22 to 33, right? Matthew 14, verses 22 to 33. We're going to summarize Peter and Peter walking on water. I made some notes. I'm going to look at them real quick. Right. Remember Jesus, though, before I get to my notes, remember Jesus had sent Peter and the other disciples on the boat ahead of him. Remember that? And then he went up into the mountains to pray. And then if you remember that they were on this boat and the winds was rocking back and forth, and maybe there was rain and the ocean is like moving back and forth and all that sort of stuff. And remember, they were scared on this boat, right? Remember what happened? Jesus came out of nowhere and started to walk towards them. And they saw, whoo, look at this man walking on water, right? Wow. And then remember, Peter wanted to see, okay, all right, if you're really the Son of God, tell me to come towards you, right? So let me summarize here. However, when Peter started walking, right, when Peter noticed the wind and the waves, fear overtook Peter. Fear overtook Peter, and he began to sink. And then Peter cried out, Lord, save me. Immediately, Jesus reached out his hand and caught him, saying, you of little faith, right? You of little faith, why did you doubt? How many times have we prayed to God about situations, prayed to God about certain situations, and God is delivering us from it? He's delivering us from it, but we're wondering, why is it taking so long for God to deliver me from certain things? A lot of times, God's already given us all we need. If you're in a bad relationship, and you're saying, why can't God? I've been praying to God to get out of this relationship. God's already paved the way for you to get out of the relationship. You haven't left because you don't have the courage to walk away. You have become dependent on this person. Your faith is not strong enough to walk away. It's not God. Sometimes you're saying, I don't like this job. Why am I still in this job? I've been praying to God to find a new job, right? Have you really been looking for a new job? And are you scared to walk away from the job where you are because you're so comfortable driving that route every single day back and forth? And even though you're not happy what you do, you're not pushing yourself because you don't have the courage. You're scared about trying something new or doing something new. So a lot of times God has already given us what we need to walk away from the situations that we're in. We just don't have the courage, which is the faith, to actually do it. But we keep waiting for God to deliver us when he already has paved the way for us. So real quick, once they climbed into the boat, the wind ceased and the disciples worshipped Jesus, declaring, truly you are the Son of God. They needed extra proof. We know God. We know Jesus is the Son of God. God's already given you everything you need. You just need to walk away.